let's go into the rabbit hole of investing. So if I'm a new guy, so I have no clue what I'm doing. I got about a grand in my pocket. I work at minimum wage, so let's put this as the worst case scenario possible. How
Understood.
can I start investing? And what are some beginner friendly investment options that I could actually use? And then you can actually give me also example for a couple that wants to buy a first home and stuff like that. So what type of investments can I do that's not too aggressive, and that I would actually have my capital close to being guaranteed?
Well, that's you summarized it very well. That's exactly what you would need, an emergency fund.
Okay.
So
Oh,
a high interest savings accounts, which are
okay.
pretty standard. And, nobody knows where the market's going to go. So with anybody, one company might perform better in one year, and then the other one
Hmm.
goes one year. If it rains in Montreal, it rains over everybody, right?
Yeah. So,
But it
but
doesn't rain for all.
what type of return could I expect from that type? Because I actually do believe that the more
Yeah,
risk you take, the more interest rate you're bound to get.
not necessarily actually.
Oh,
That's something
okay.
I've learned. You could have, yeah. So generally, yes and no. But as some
Please
at one
dive
point,
in.
so for your scenario, for somebody that has 1K, my biggest concern for them is, what if
Mhm.
your car breaks down and you can't get that money machine working for you, your job? So
Mm.
what are you going to do now? So this is why we need an emergency fund. 100%, like you said, kind of something close to guaranteed,
Okay.
that you can pull out right away, not a locked in GIC that you
What's a
can't pull
GIC?
out,
Again, you're on
right?
page 15. I'm on page 2, buddy.
Yeah. So guaranteed income certificates.
Oh,
So you could lock in your money.
okay.
So for most of them, I'm not saying all, but you don't want to lock anything in. You want something that's available right away, and maybe even in your tax-free savings account,
Mm.
right? Not a registered retirement savings plan, because you might get taxed when you pull it back out. So that's where the right kind of account also plays. Not just the investment, but the advice also goes with the right kind of account for the
Hmm.
right individual.